bitch. Woo, step up in this bitch, I look too fly.
If I'm taking Instagram pictures, going out on a date, doing anything really, this is the makeup look I'm gonna wear. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Alicia Taylor, and today we are going to be doing my everyday makeup routine. Okay, first things first, we're gonna be using the NYX face glue. I'll be usually using the e.l.f. Power Grip primer because I just like that one a lot better than this one, but this one works just as well. Usually wait for like 2 minutes. I just fan myself, fan my face so that I can make sure that this is really sticking and sucking into my skin, because my makeup needs to be on and not moving, okay? Especially because summer's coming up. Absolutely not. I'll be using the Kara Beauty Eyebrow Lift. Also, all the products I'm going to be using are going to be in the description box. With my eyebrows, I like my eyebrows very thin. I always had eyebrows, but they've always been super duper light. Like, this is the natural color of my eyebrows. They don't go past that. Like, they've just been this color. So, you know, I've gone through like different phases of my eyebrows. My eyebrows have been thick, my eyebrows have been thin, my eyebrows have been in the middle. So, no, but I think the best thing for me with my eyebrows is to have them thin. Like, I just look like a, you know what I mean? Like, the girls that get it. Like, I don't know. It's just tea. Okay, the brows are done. I'm gonna set my brows with the NK Makeup finishing powder. I'm gonna go in with the concealer. I'm gonna be using the Rimmel London, the Multitasker Concealer, just directly under my eyes, so we can get that taken care of. And I have some like hyperpigmentation in certain areas, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that up. Okay, I use these like little powder puff things. They're not even like the same texture as like this kind of powder puff. This is like kind of silicone-y, but I use this specifically only for like concealer and getting into like those hard places. I let my concealer sit for like a little bit, and I just go ahead and blend that in. Perfect. So we have the underpainting essentially. So we're going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Chestnut. But I realized that dark contours or dark bronzer, they work on me, but they don't work as well as a shade that's like just a little darker than my skin color. So I go ahead and use a little bit of this, right? And this is so good because I can just pack this on as much as possible if I have to. Also, don't mind the talking in the background. I'm watching a YouTube video. I can't just do my makeup in silence. So sorry. Nose contour as well. And then this also works better for my nose because my nose is like one of the lightest parts of my face from what I've seen. And so if I have like a super duper dark contour on my nose that's super light, it's not gonna like mesh together, you know what I mean? And grab this little mini brush, and it has like kind of like a slant. Go ahead, and I like to blend that into the eyebrow.
Has up to 24 hours to confirm. I really wish I would have decided this last night so I could have went ahead and got
so I'm kind of in a dilemma. I don't know where my contour brush is, like for the rest of my face. I have all my other brushes, but my contour brush, and I don't know where it is. So we're gonna have to make some shake. I quite literally have no other brush to use, so we're just gonna go ahead and use the same little tiny brush, which actually might work anyways really well because, you know, attention to detail and whatnot, right? I'm gonna come back when I have this somewhat together. Using the Tower 28 If you talk anything about my nail, you're anti-black. But anyway, we're gonna be using the Tower 28 blush. And this look, sometimes depending on what kind of like blush look I kind of want, I might do a pinkier blush. This is more of like a brownish kind of, you know, undertone blush. I might do a redder blush, oranger blush. It just depends. So this is the only thing that really like changes in this makeup look. Focus my blush really on kind of on top of the contour that I already had set. I like for the blush to peek through when I put everything else on top. So look at that, like this blush already complementing my skin color for sure. Really pretty. So now for foundation, I'm going to be using the Absolute New York Full Cover Liquid Foundation in the shade Warm Toffee. I actually just started using them. I love the formula and I love how it comes out like this. Hold on. If you look at the applicator, I got my contour and I see the rest of my face and I have everything here. Boom, boom, pow. And I like this because I have a lot of control in where it's going. Now I'm using one of the other little powder puffs because I don't know where my brushes are. I usually never use like beauty blenders. That's not my thing. I'm not a beauty blender girly at all. Like, I just think that they're unnecessary. But like, if you're gonna use a beauty blender, you might as well just use a brush or like a powder puff, because I don't know, I feel like a powder puff, the way it's set up, it's not gonna take up all your product on your like from your face onto the sponge. Like, I don't know, it's just, I feel like it's just unnecessary, but that's just me. You know, my hot take for today. I didn't keep blending, just keep blending, just keep blending. Blending, blending, blending. Do y'all know what that is? Oh my gosh, bro, I hope y'all know what that is from what's her name? Oh god, I'm gonna find her and I'm gonna put like a clip of it. Blending, blending.
This marriage is a sham. Your man is texting me. The way I put on this makeup, baby. Blending, 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 blending. It's all about blending.
So now I'm gonna be doing concealer. Love and need a bright under eye. It's not happening any other way, honey, okay? It can't not happen. Yeah, I just go ahead and do like a little strip kind of thing right there. And then I do a little strip like that. I go ahead and do that and I put that. They're very close in color, but they're not the same. Like this one that I'm putting in the middle, it's a lot lighter than the other ones, but they look very close on camera. Use again one of the little silicone powder puffs and I'm gonna go ahead and blend very, very carefully because I don't want this to get everywhere. I really want this to just be sit in this like section of my eye. Put that there. You see how that look? Let's get a little closer. You see how that look, Wookie? Yes! Okay. And then I also do this and bring this over my eyes because I want everything to be blended and seamless. Like, I want it to look like my skin, because it is. After I'm done doing all of my blending for my concealer, I go ahead and go in with this little baby brush and I go over the work that I just did, so I make sure that it is blended. And after I'm done doing that, I grab another baby brush, little mini fan brush. I dip it in the setting powder that I'm going to be using and dip it in there just like that. Okay, and the reason I use a little mini fan brush is one, it can really get into the eye how I need it to, and then also when I'm done, I can simply brush it away like so. I also sweep the excess across my eyelids because I do crease in my eyelids as well. So I just go ahead and sweep across like so. Okay, so I don't really do as much of eyeshadow as I would probably want to, but on this everyday look, I already have that like darkness. I was born with like the darkness, like that, like in the crease of my eyes. I actually like it, so I kind of just accentuate it because I already put all this concealer on top. I go ahead and I use the LA Color Just Vibin' Bronzer, and I go ahead and accentuate my eyelids, and I put that right there in that crease like that, and I just keep going. I just really only focus it in that crease because it really just adds that kind of dimensional to the eyelid. The Milani blush in the shade, I don't even know. So I've got to start putting the shades on the makeup products, okay? It looks like a sun. Really pretty. I use it as a highlighter, not really as like a blush because it's a little too light for my skin tone. I just kind of sweep it across my eyes like this for like a good, like cute little shimmer, because who doesn't like a shimmer? We're gonna come back to the eyes in a second, but we're gonna go in with that same setting powder, and we're gonna go ahead and cut our crease one more time. Go ahead and set everywhere else with the excess. Then on the rest of my face, I use two different other powders. I'm going to be using the Bare Mineral Bare Pro. It's powder foundation, but I do this while I am setting my face because I kind of like that pinky bright under eye. And I go ahead and I just pat that down in there. Trust the process. I know it looks a little crazy, but trust the process. Trust the entirety of the process. And then I go in with the e.l.f. HD powder. I just use a little bit and I go over the rest of my face with it. And I kind of blend out that harsh line that I just created. Go ahead. Do that all over the face. So now, going back into the eyes, I'm going to be putting on some random lashes that I got from I don't even know where. I love this lash glue. It's the super strong strip lash. It's Lash Couture. I don't know who that is. I don't know when y'all came out, where y'all at, who made y'all. But yeah, I only have to let it dry for a couple of seconds. Go ahead and put them on.
Anyway, hopefully she doesn't do it tomorrow.
Boom.
That chicken sandwich is pretty good. Their little belly is straight.
Now, bow.
Yes.
The lashes are already on. These on. Okay, now I'm going to be using the Prolonged Setting Spray from Absolutely New York, and I'm just going to spray this. As you can see, I sprayed a lot. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to come back. And my face already is dry for the most part. I'm going to add a little bit more of setting powder just for some last minute kind of touching up. I am a person that loves to be matte with like a slight little glow, so I'm only putting this setting powder like under my eyes and like in certain parts. Now for the finishing touches. Y'all are gonna hate me, but I use Morphe sometimes as a blush, like as a powdered blush, because the powder blushes I have, I like them, but this just kind of eats so bad, like you just don't understand. And it's so pigmented too, so let me show y'all. This is the Morphe 2 eyeshadow palette. I'll be using variations of all of them. The mauve is a little too, like, it looks like somebody beat me up if I put that on my face only by itself. And the pink just looks super duper like, it makes me look pale, like patchy and stuff. Pink first. And I like to just sweep that in the same area that I had the first blush in. Then I like to go in with this mauve color That's why I look so crazy. I'd be like using that as blush. I don't even use it as for my eyes. And I go over this super softly because, again, it's super pigmented and it can make me look like I got beat up real bad, and we don't want that. Okay, you see that? It's already like this brown, more brown color, right? I use this more brown color on the top of the blush, so it's kind of like contrast to what is going on already. It's so pretty. That's one of my secrets. So the biggest change that I have made in my makeup routine, like my everyday makeup routine, is the lip pencil that I'm using. Lip pencil, or this shade of lip pencil, has changed the trajectory of how my makeup is looking on a regular basis now. This is the New York lip pencil in the shade brown. I usually use a darker brown, like for my eyebrows, like how I use for my eyebrows. I use like something like this. I've even gone as far as to use a black before, but I've never seen or used anything that really accentuates my skin color and makes my skin pop. Like the dark brown would kind of wash me out a little bit, kind of make me look a little off. It would look good. Like, I mean, of course it's gonna look good. I'm gonna make it look good, but I feel like this shade of lip pencil just takes it over the top. And sharpen this. I'm gonna come a little closer and show you what we're working with. I like to overline my lips for sure. In the lip, I like it lifted and curved, if that makes sense. It's so pretty. Like, just look at that. So pretty. Like, MAC lipstick in the shade Sugar Spiked. Use it in the middle of my lips. The Fenty lipstick in the shade Sea Sweet Heart 03. We're gonna just use this on the edges. Only the edges. And then I go ahead and buff out the edges with that. Okay, so this is the lip look. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I just looked at myself for the first time. I was like, we already coming together. It's already coming together. It looks good. I like to do a little bit of a fake mole. I actually have a lot of like beauty marks and moles, so I'm going to accentuate the ones that are on my nose. I have one right here. And then I do have one under my eye as well, but it's covered in makeup. I like to put one over my eyebrow. Boom. Like, you can't even see them, but you can see them. You guys, can you see them? Can you see them? So now we are basically almost done, but I'm going to fix my hair and put on some lip gloss, and I'm going to show you guys the final look.
Tell a bitch who step up in this bitch. I look too fly. Cop the New York shit on Ventura. Took a midnight swim in my tuba. Hating bitches walk like Madura. I showed the bitch.
Okay guys, so this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in any of the products that I was using, they will be listed in the description box below. If you want to see more of me, make sure to stay tuned and make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and share to someone that you know. Bye. Thank you.